Good morning. This is going to be the Capricorn reading. I made another video. It's actually uploading right now. It's on toxic people. I'm going to start doing videos on different topics as I'm guided to do it. They won't all be with cards. But I have decided to keep doing my zodiac readings. I'm trying to give more meat in the readings. I know I do tend to be more higher vibrational, but I know you guys are really coming here to see what's going on with your particular situation, and I want to be able to give you some clarity on that. I am offering mini readings this week for $25 for a 15-minute reading. I take Cash App and PayPal, and I will include my email address in the description of the video in case you want to get a hold of me for a reading to know what's going on with your situation. So I'll go ahead and pull the 6 cards, then I'll pull the clarifiers. Lots of earth energy coming out, which is the Pentacles energy. Lots of things going on in your physical reality. Lots of earth cards. Hold on just one second. This is business. Sorry about that. Okay, so the first card that we have is we have the 6 of Earth, which is success. And I have said this before, but Capricorns are just, you naturally attract money. Money comes to you very easily. So I am showing that that is going to be happening if it hasn't already. But do try to stay balanced and have a balanced view with money, because I'm showing that, you know, you have more abundance coming in, maybe a new job, new business opportunities, lots of offers and opportunities coming your way. But try to have a balanced view of money and make the money, but don't let the money make you, is the message that's coming through for that particular card. We have Healer of the Ages. And I have said before that my beliefs and stuff, that the information that I have gotten, that I have actually gotten from source, that I've downloaded from source, is that you don't need healed. Souls do not need healed. You know, a lot of times people will come along and they'll be like, oh, you know, you need healed from this, that, or whatever else. Once you realize that you are your soul first and foremost, and you're not your mind, you're not your body. I actually got into an argument with somebody on Facebook the other day. This was last week. Because they had said something about it's really hard to change your mindset. And I said, well, once you realize you're not your thoughts and you're not your mind anyway, it makes it a lot easier. Because when you die, you don't take your thoughts with you. You don't take your belief system with you. Those are all things that you leave here. Think about all the things that you would leave, like if you had died tomorrow. Your soul would return to source or heaven or wherever souls go. Reincarnation, you know, get a new body, you know, maybe you'd be a bird. I always say, you know, maybe I'll be a bird in my next life. But think about the things that you would not take with you. This is like your race, your ethnicity, your belief system, your thoughts, your ideas, your feelings, all of that. All of that is really who you are not. So really know, and I feel like that really goes along with this here, that message that came through about not letting money make you. Because a lot of times people will say, well, all the things that I've been through in my life make me who I am. Yeah, how many times do you hear that? How many times have you thought that? You know, all of the past experiences, everything that's happened up till now is what has made me. That's not you. That's not you. That is just this persona that you have taken on, you know. And a lot of times when you start spiritually awakening, you realize that you have an identity crisis. You're not who you thought you were. So with that being said, don't let money make you, and don't let money, fame, and success be your identity, because it's not. Because you know what? Those kind of things are here today and gone tomorrow. You know, how many times have you lost everything and gotten it again? And it's because there really is a divine design for our lives. And even though we are co-creators as a part of the universe experiencing itself, there's still, like, the universe itself, which we are part of, knows your divine design, knows what's best for you, knows what is for your highest possible outcome. So that's the reason why sometimes we cannot manifest things that we're trying to manifest into our lives, and we're like, damn, what am I doing wrong? Well, it's not good enough for you. Something better is coming along. And I feel like that is what this is right here. Something better is coming along. We have the Oracle card. And this is all about being in touch with your inner guidance. You know, I've been doing this a lot lately, and it's amazing. I always thought that, you know, it came from my mind. I had to think my way there. I'm going to think. I was an overthinker, you know, but ever since, you know, I started practicing Zen and really being present, and I would say mindful, but really it's more like mindless, because now I just use my mind for problem solving. Now, like, my inner guidance, it's almost like an inner knowing. It's like a knowing. It's different than thinking. Like, I always know when I'm starting to think, and I'll be like, oh no, that's thoughts. That's different, because, you know, my head will start to hurt. I used to have chronic headaches, and I really feel like it was because of the overthinking. But now, since I'm using my mind just to solve problems, and I'm listening to my inner guidance, which is that really is your oracle. That really is where your inner guidance comes from, is within. It's like this deep sense of knowing, like you just know. And so really sit down and think about things that you know to be true. You know it. You know, even when you're in doubt, you know, maybe your insecurities are, you know, you're like, well, maybe I'm not good enough, or maybe this, or maybe that, you know, those thoughts that we tell ourselves. Even, don't you know on a deep level that those things aren't true? Don't you know? So start telling yourself, no, you know what? I don't even believe that that's not true, because I know that the universe always has my back, and I know that I always have what I need and what I want. Always. Everything always works out. We have Madness, Ecstatic Ritual, Energy Release. So I really do feel like you've been doing some overthinking, you know, and this affects our energy. First of all, our thoughts really come from our energy to begin with, and then our thoughts affect our feelings. So really check in with how you feel energetically every day, and sometimes you have to release it. Do some meditating. Meditating is awesome. I used to try to meditate to like meditative music, and it was too distracting for me. What I have found is, like, I have ticking clocks in here. Like, you can hear them. I know some ticking clocks drive people crazy. Also, I can hear the crickets outside my window. And so what I'll do is I'll just completely clear my mind, and I'll just be very present, very grounded in the present moment. And I'll focus on one of those sounds. I'll just focus on it. And, you know, I can literally lose myself in it for about 10 minutes. And it's amazing. I mean, it is so amazing. And it really does help to center you. And it does really help to release the anxiety and stress, because I'm getting, you know, that there's some of you, maybe you're dealing with health problems, maybe some high blood pressure. anxiety, stress. And with that being said, meditation can help a lot. You know, there's a pill for everything nowadays. You know, but it really, if you focus on your spiritual well-being, it will reflect outwardly. And so this message is coming through for a lot of you. I'm getting that some of you are worried about, you know, money and really that whole really trying to control. But, you know, the message is coming in that it's going to flow to you, this abundance is. Once you can really release the overthinking and really go fall into that place of deep knowing and knowing, really practice that through meditating. And when you practice that, when you are present, you automatically connect to your inner knowing. And it's so amazing, you know, when this first happens, because you really do see the difference between like your thoughts and your inner guidance, because they're two completely separate things. We have earth cycles. And so basically I'm getting right now that this is a cycle for you that you're going through. We all go through cycles spiritually. And as you go through these things, a lot of what is happening right now in your current reality, this anxiety and these stresses and these worries that you have over money, you have to tell yourself that everything is perfect right now at any given moment. It's perfect because it's teaching me something. What is this showing me? What is this teaching me? Maybe it's teaching you patience. Maybe it's teaching you that you don't have control. That, you know, you really surrender to this divine design that the universe has for you. And then once you do that and you align to that, you will manifest so much easier because you will be in alignment with your soul's true desires, not what you think, that you're supposed to have. Because a lot of times what we think is best for us is not best for us. And that is the energy that I'm getting with this card right here. And I'm going to pull a clarifier for that. Sorry about my phone. I've got lots of business going on. When I get done with this video, lots of deliveries and people are checking in with me, letting me know it's okay to come by. Got a busy day ahead of me. Assertiveness. Stand up for your beliefs and only say yes if you really want to. So once again, and this could be boundaries too. Personal boundaries with others and conflicts with others. Learn to have personal boundaries with people. You know, and if people aren't willing to respect your boundaries, I just made a whole video on toxic people. Check that out. Sometimes you just have to walk away because the only person that you can change is yourself. You can't change anybody else. And so you really have to know that and really stand up for yourself and realize it's all right to say no to people. Don't be scared to say no, and don't feel like you have to be this codependent chameleon. And really conform to what other people feel like you should believe. Don't be scared to be an individual. Because this is, that is going to, when you are your true authentic self, and you are not just trying to conform to what other people want you to be, that is when your true soul's desire will come to you, and you will have, you know, a job or a business that you love that is more aligned to your soul's desire, and a soulmate, someone who is feeding your soul instead of draining you energetically. That message is coming through for a lot of you. Look, we have success. Then we have this Eight of Earth nurturance. So basically everything that you are trying to grow right now is growing, whether or not you can see it or not. It's like you've planted the seeds and they are growing, you're nurturing them. But the message that's coming through is that your self-doubts, the stories that you're telling yourself, that are replaying that, you know, this shit is not going to work out. It's not going to be what I want it to be. This is what's keeping you up late at night, this overthinking. Because whatever your thoughts are creating your reality. And understand that is where you're vibrating at. That is your energy. That's why it's so important to meditate and really connect to your inner self, your inner knowing, your inner guidance. And once you can connect there, you will see that you'll see it. You'll just know. You'll be able to fall into that place of deep faith, like, you know what, I don't have to chase anything or anybody because it's going to come to me on its own. That is a beautiful energy. That was absolutely beautiful. I felt the energy of that card. And it's such a good energy that you can get into because your health will improve, your finances will improve. Even if some shit turns out not the way you want it and it's disappointing, tell yourself, you know what, I don't know the reason for it, but it's perfect. It's absolutely perfect. I don't know what the reason is, but the universe doesn't make mistakes, and it wouldn't be happening if it were not supposed to happen this way. Stillness, pause, and delicacy. So basically the energy that I'm getting is you are at like a pause right now, standstill. And the reason why is because this is a period of growth for you. Everything is about growth, no matter what it is. You know, I was doing some research the other day on toxic relationships and, you know, people who get involved with like narcissists and people who tend to have those traits. And it was very interesting because the person that had written the article said, and this is a little off the topic, but I'm going to tie it in. And she said that people who become involved with narcissists, it is a great opportunity for growth. And the reason why it's a great opportunity for growth is because you learn to have boundaries. You learn what you will stand for and what you won't. You have to eventually get to where you take your power back by putting yourself first. So it is a great way to grow. I mean, it's painful as hell, you know, and as you're really going through it, it's not so much fun. But if you look at things that are happening in your life now, and it doesn't have to be, you know, it could be somebody's involved with a narcissist. And this is what this is about having boundaries and being assertive. So you could be dealing with somebody who's not very narcissistic, very selfish. But it could be other situations. You know, it could be a job that you don't like. It could be money problems right now. And I'm getting that, you know, that's what's going on for some of you. But this is teaching you something. So this moment of pause and stillness is for your highest good. And the other message that's coming through, meditate, meditate, meditate. Pause. Stop trying to do stuff all the time. Just practice being for a while. The art of being and being still. Some magical energy. We have the Three of Earth works. And so basically the energy that I'm getting with this is that controlling, trying to do it all yourself. And another message that's coming through is don't be scared to let other people help you. You know, if you have somebody who comes along who's willing to help you in any way, shape, form, or whatever else, it's safe. That's the message that's coming through from Spirit, is that it is safe to take help from people because you're going to have offers of help. Definitely do connect with like friends that you might have. Maybe you haven't had any free time for a while. Go hang out with some friends. Get away from the responsibilities and the stress for the evening. We have this new moon in this promise card. And basically the energy that I'm getting with this is that things are going to be getting better. All of the conflicts and stuff that you've been going through lately, these are going to be getting better. things are going to improve because, like I said, the seeds that you've planted are growing. There are things going on behind the scenes that you cannot see. And so Spirit wants to really ease your mind right now and to let you know to stop worrying, stop staying up late at night with this anxiety. And really do fall into that place, that oracle, that deep knowing. That place of deep knowing. That is where you'll find your peace and your stillness. And that will help you to align to what you're trying to manifest right now. We have Mary Magdalene initiation. So yes, these are tests that you've been through, that you're going through. Tests, they're cycles. Everything is a cycle. Everything's for learning. Everything is for growth. Whether or not you can see it or not right now. And think about, I get this image of, this initiation by fire. And sometimes we have to be taken through fire and taken through different things because of the strength and the wisdom that it gives us. Think about any time you've been through something, you get to the other side of it, and you're just like, man, I just feel so powerful right now. And so this card here is all about taking your power back from everyone you've given your power away to. Do not be scared to put yourself first. Don't be scared to do that. I feel like this one's trying to come out. Goddess of the Moon. So basically, the energy I'm getting with this is the subconscious. These are things that are buried in your subconscious that you really need to bring into your consciousness. And like I said, meditation will help with that. Because these are those patterns that have kind of been playing in the background. And once you become more conscious and aware of them, and I do feel like this initiation is going to show you, you're going to have some tower moments of clarity where things are just going to come down, where you're going to be like, damn. And you're going to really be able to see yourself for how you really are and really see what isn't you. And all of those things that aren't you are going to become clear too. And what isn't you are those behavior patterns and those thought patterns that you've been stuck in. Because like I said, you can't take those with you when you die. Whatever you cannot take with you when you die is not who you are. Remember that. And when you meditate, you can really be the third party observer and really be able to observe those things. And who is the observer? The observer is the real you, the true you, your true self. So that message is coming through also. Dearest you, we here on the other side have one important thing to declare. Love is the answer to literally everything. We don't necessarily mean romantic or erotic love, although they are wonderful, but something above and beyond that. Everything alive in the world was created by love. Spirit sends love to animate life and birth it into existence. Love is without conditions and is based in reverence and a fierce and joyful respect for life. Life thrives when you focus on it, and we want you to turn away from anything that causes it to wane. Love is when you no longer see yourself as others separate from, better or less than, etc. When you act as love, you give permission to the world to thrive and grow as it will. Give permission to the world to thrive and grow as it will. Once you can let go of what is not love and ask, what would love do? Love is waiting for you always and forever. We just adore you over here. Everything was and is created by love. Love is who you are. That our souls are love. Anything else that we've taken on as far as fears, as far as stress, anxiety, conditions on others, any type of toxic behaviors that we engage in with others is not love. It's not from love. So anything that's not love-based is not who you are. Remember that. So thank you for watching, and do check out my other videos. I'm making other videos as well, and if you would like a personal reading, do reach out to me. Thank you for watching.